Welcome to the LOSG Rundown.
Got it right.
Clayton Boyles, joined by...
Is there like a song? Isn't there a song?
Brad List and Bradley Hofbauer. There's something going on with one of the screens. You guys don't need to see that. So,
Show me. I'm going to keep talking until my screen gets showed. Is it backwards on your screen too?
Definitely. No one can read that.
It's backwards on my screen.
So we're here tonight to settle some things.
Hey, I'm talking until my screen comes up.
It showed up already. Stop doing
everybody
that.
a chance to read this.
Activism is not welcome here.
Eat it. Eat it. Eric Ebron is the number 2 overall tight end. You all suck it.
Taking over the screen.
I'm going to take you to make that.
Here we go. So let's get to it. What we're doing tonight, first of all, is Bradley Hofbauer is our valued guest. We have given up on trying to stick this to 10 minutes. It'll be somewhere closer to 20 probably. I have put timestamps down in the description on YouTube. So if you want to skip directly to something like making fun of Hofbauer's or making fun of Bradley directly, then you should be able to jump right to that.
That's a nice feature.
Clay.
Yes, Brad.
I just hit refresh on the PayPal page, and Bradley literally paid 30 seconds.
Thank you. Thank you, PayPal. Finally.
Nice. Who has not paid you?
Who has not paid me? That would be Joe, who probably doesn't even know he's in this league, and Sean. Sean's new. I'll give him a little grace. But that's on you, Clay. That's your brother.
All right. Good. So since we're not keeping it 10 minutes anymore, we do want to hear more about what you guys like or you don't like. So please tell us somehow. We know you can text us or you can even comment on the video, but let us know what you like, what you don't like, and any ideas that you have. So to business.
That goes for all you dozens of viewers.
Dozens. I think we almost cracked 20 this last video.
Was there really? How's there?
That's not possible.
20?
How many times did you watch it, Bradley?
Somebody made a mistake.
So if you are looking to make a trade with someone or a challenge or anything, let us know. Joe Hofbauer, through me, volunteered and asked for a trade. And you know what? A trade happened the very next day. So dreams do come true.
Between you and Joe.
Oh, yeah, that did happen.
Between you and Joe.
So let's talk about that. What are your guys' thoughts on this trade between Joe and I? Joe was first in coal.
Well, let's see. The moment after Joe made the trade, I think Gronkowski scored 22.5 points. And the 12 players that you traded back to him scored a total of like 0.073 points or something.
Bradley, are you looking at stats from like last season or something? Yeah. What are you talking about?
Gronk scored 7.5 points.
Gronk is like the 13th or 14th tight end, but you know who's number 2? Eric Ebron.
Wait, is it Zach Ertz?
No.
We'll get to Eric Ebron later.
Okay.
So yeah, trade winners, losers, even.
Well, I think you definitely lost this trade, Clay. Joe is going to be my surprise pick to. No, he's not. No, Joe. I think Joe won this trade. I think Joe got you good, sucker.
Bradley, what do you think?
Yeah, to be decided.
There's a hot take.
Decisive answer. People up in arms commenting on the video.
I mean, isn't that the nature of fantasy football, Bradley? Everything is to be decided.
Mm-hmm.
You got to make a hot take, Bradley.
Yeah, I mean, I still think Joe lost on this.
Joe and I think this is a win-win. That was our goal. He got multiple starters, and I hopefully upgraded my tight end. We'll see.
Yeah, Joe got you. Attaboy, Joe.
No, he got me. Good job, Joe. All right. So, Brad and Bradley.
Yes.
Any comments on last week where the standings have fallen?
Yeah, I have one observation. Andrew and Joe still are winless. That's pretty awesome.
And Joe has dropped to last place because Andrew has scored 3 more points than him, which this small of a point total, that's probably like 20%.
Yahoo
that's complicated.
Yahoo does project that that Joe will win one game somewhere along the way. It might be this week.
Maybe it's
play each other.
Does it predict that Andrew or Joe will need to win one game? Because
it says Andrew will win 2.
I hope that this week Joe and Andrew tie. That's my deepest desire in life.
Yahoo's crazy. It also says that Vandelay Industries will not lose another game the rest of the season.
It's insanity.
Yeah.
But he is in the DABA division, which is clearly the best division.
You beat him this week?
I did. I took him down. I was the high point scorer this week. Thank you.
Yeah.
Not a single losing record in the DABA division. DABA dude.
Yeah. Right. Well done, Clay.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. So looking ahead, I'm going to ask each of you this question, and I need an answer. So first of all, your hot take on your most confident pick to win it all. Who do you think is going to win it all?
All right. I am going with 3 Dog Night. His team is outstanding.
Yeah, that's actually who I was going to say also.
I don't know how
you can. Something new, Bradley. You got 10 seconds.
Oh, give me a break.
All right, Liz. So you think 3 Dog Night's going to take it all the way?
Yeah.
His team is incredible.
Yeah. David Johnson, Alvin Kamara. I mean, that running back core is stellar. Antonio Brown at wide receiver. I mean, that's nuts.
Tucker. Yeah, even his kicker and his defense.
Yeah.
I mean,
picked up Wendell Smallwood. That was a good pickup this week.
You would have thought Joe Hofbauer would have picked up Smallwood, or anyone.
You would have thought Joe would have picked up anyone or submitted a trade request with any.
He did. He made a trade with Clay.
No, the waiver wire. I mean,
Bradley, stop. Pick a team that you think is going to win it all.
I think 3 Dog Night has the best chance.
You failed yet again on a hot take, Bradley. You're boring everyone.
Oh my gosh.
This is your last time on this show.
You live by hot takes. What is happening?
First and goal.
That's about right. Question number 2. Your surprise pick to make the playoffs or miss the playoffs?
Vandelay Industries will not make the playoffs.
Wow.
That's just an absurd claim.
It's not absurd.
It's a middle finger to Yahoo.
They're not that good.
So Vandelay
the first 4 weeks were a fluke.
Yahoo's #1 pick to win it all. You're saying they won't even make the playoffs.
Emmanuel Sanders is their #2 wide receiver.
All right, here's my hot take. Yahoo projects that Andy, screwed by the bell, will come in 10th overall with a record of 5-8. I say Andy makes the playoffs.
I agree with that. I think Andy actually has a chance to win it.
Oh my gosh, Bradley, come up with something original.
Bradley's just been riding your coattails for decades.
I think Le'Veon Bell is going to eventually play. And he's going to have a top running back there, and I think that I think
I disagree with that. But concurrence apparently is just frowned upon on this video thing that we're doing.
Keep words under two syllables or less, Bradley. It's showing off,
so that Brad can keep up in the conversation.
Oh, you're the one following all my comments so far, Bradley.
Bradley, do you have any original takes before we move on to the next segment?
I think that
no is the answer. He doesn't.
No. All right. Final question about the league. So it's the battle of the Offers this week. Joe versus Andrew. Who is going to win between Joe and Andrew this week?
Well, I'm going to go with Joe because of that trade he just made. I think really helps his overall chances. I'm going to go with Joe.
All right, Bradley.
I'm going to go with Andrew on this. Right. I think Michelle is looking very strong at the running back position, and Brady has a chance to set the record for touchdowns this season, and I think he's going to try to do it as much as he can. He's going to throw to running backs. I think that, Michelle, you're going to see him score at least one touchdown, and I think that his lineup is set to have a breakthrough week.
Good analysis. Notice Joe is now completely afraid of Alshon Jeffrey and has benched him.
Yeah, I think Joe's got him. I think Amari Cooper is going to do great for him this week. I think, he traded for a tight end that's better than Jimmy Graham, and he's got him on his bench. I guess he's not projected for as many points, but I still think he's going to score more points.
We need to get Joe on our show here and have him walk us through his process each week and how he makes such stellar decisions.
Surprise guest? Please tell me you have him waiting as a
or
surprise.
just like
it
on
is
the
past his bedtime.
All right, what's next?
All right, on to trivia. Bum, 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 bum.
Wow, you got like a slideshow.
Maybe. All right. Question number 1. Name the top 5 tight ends by points scored.
Travis Kelce, Eric Ebron. I know those are the top 2.
Kyle Rudolph, Gronkowski.
No, Gronk is like 12 or 13.
He's like down.
He's terrible. I was just looking at this too because I was making a sign. Is Jared Cook up there?
Wow. Zach Ertz. Kyle Rudolph,
probably.
number 6. Dang
George Kittle, fan favorite.
Who's that?
San Francisco tight end.
Does he even play football?
He does. And he's getting better and better.
Joe has 2 tight ends, and there's the one above in the rankings. The tight end just above those 2 is a free agent.
Really?
Jesse James for Pittsburgh is a free agent.
Which, to be fair, as I noted, 19.8 of his points were in week 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only
So
21%.
Vance McDonald, I think, is the better tight end for the Steelers. Makes you want to do the Vance dance. So he's a better pick.
He's sitting on my bench right now.
All right. Next question.
Gronk isn't 7, is he?
He is 7th, 34.8.
That's what I thought.
Oh, yeah. There he is.
He's 12th.
Which Saints running back had more snaps Monday night?
Which Saints running back?
Had more snaps.
Did Kamara not have the most snaps?
No, I bet he didn't.
So take
Ingram.
that, 3-dog night.
Wow.
Mark Ingram is back.
I don't know that this is an indication that he's back.
Mark Ingram is back.
Okay. Next question.
This is the
great question. Great
3-dog night.
specific question, Brett Clayton. To highlight your own team.
Clayton's looking at
This is my team. I don't have Mark Ingram.
Oh,
The
you
point
know?
here is that 3-dog night, who I agree is also the scariest team out there. Hopefully, Alvin Kamara slows down a little bit, and Mark Ingram is the person
Who
that
has
slows
Mark
him down.
Ingram in our league?
If only there was some way of finding that out.
I'm looking. Calm down.
It is Vandalay Industries.
That's not good.
He won't even make the playoffs.
Question number 3. Who leads the NFL in first downs and targets?
Thielen.
Yeah, Thielen is the top in targets. Are you saying it's the same
No,
guy?
you know what? I don't know if he is the top in targets.
I need an answer. Quit waffling, Bradley.
Thielen. It's Thielen. I think it's Thielen.
List?
I'll go with.
Let me research this for a second.
Yeah, I'll go with Thielen.
Adam Thielen, who's on Bradley's team. Also the first player in a long time to open the season 5 straight 100-yard receiving games.
First player ever.
Only player.
Yeah.
Since the merger.
Oh, yeah.
And the final question for tonight. Top 10 targets this season. So targets can be any position that can catch the ball.
Yeah. Antonio Brown?
Just name them. Name 5.
Well,
Antonio Brown is
Thielen.
one of them. Yep.
DeAndre Hopkins. I got him. I know he's a stellar. I'll bet Stephon Diggs is up there.
Here's the list. We bring this out as people something to pay attention to. Targets matter because obviously that's how you get points. And so
I'd love to see the catch percent next to them. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, tight end up there, number 4. That a boy. Yeah, that's interesting.
Next time, I want to see targets next to. Oh,
we see market share.
Good night. What
this is the kind of research that you need to do to be aware of.
What just happened?
So week 5, Kenny Galladay actually.
Yeah, they just got aroused.
Well, I mean,
your camera off.
Other people did too, probably.
So the reason why I bring this up, it's important for guys to take a look at targets, but also market share. So you understand for that team, what share of the targets are they getting? So Kenny Galladay, for example, is now the lead target getter for the Lions, which gives you more confidence to play him and start him soon. But this is something to keep an eye on. Even if someone like Zach Ertz hasn't done well for you yet, it will come because he gets a bunch of targets.
Does Joe know about stuff like this, statistics like this?
No, we have a whole separate video podcast just for him.
Where we give him terrible advice.
I didn't mean to spoil that well.
That's awesome.
All right. That is it for trivia.
Do we have the Hofbauer handicap back yet?
Well, I mean, technically, it's every single week there's a Hofbauer handicap, but
I love that. I love that segment.
It is a crowd favorite, I think. I'm going to assume
it's one of my favorites.
It's really the battle of the Opers.
You know you're a Hofbauer, right, Bradley?
Yeah, I know. It's just so fun to listen to from sitting in the position of 4-1, most championships in our league. But no, we should keep going with it.
Yeah.
All right. So to keep the focus on the Hofbauers, we're going to go ahead now and move on to get to know Bradley Hofbauer.
Oh, yeah.
So these answers should really only be given by Bradley. Bradley is going to want to provide the answers, and I'm going to caution you to hold back. Bradley should know all these answers.
I'm in. I'll help. I'll help answer these questions.
All right. Bradley, first question. What's your job?
I work for World Vision as the manager of business operations for one of our fundraising programs.
Does it involve spreadsheets?
It involves a lot of spreadsheets.
I knew that. I knew that he worked for World Vision.
Brad, that's strike what? What do you do for fun besides spreadsheets?
I participate in endurance events. Marathons, half marathons, triathlons.
Mm-hmm.
Bradley's an Ironman.
And I'm an Ironman.
Good. Have you
that's impressive. We should talk about that. I mean, he's an Ironman. He completed an Ironman.
That's right, too. This isn't glorifying Bradley.
Fine. I'll stop talking.
Brad, I appreciate that encouragement. That was solid encouragement. Thank you. And then the other thing I do is I read a lot. I would say those are my 2 pastimes.
Nice. Good for you. Another pastime. Have you ever posed naked for a old-timey cowboy photo?
Yes, I have.
Good to know.
He was in the middle of it.
That was centerfold.
When are you going to show this picture on the podcast here?
Isn't it on your? It's your?
I don't want us to get a strike against our YouTube channel.
It's literally your team's picture.
YouTube doesn't. Oh yeah, that's true.
Everyone sees it every time they play.
It's actually cropped to be just you.
All right, Bradley, have you ever lied on your resume?
One time.
What was that lie?
What?
That I have nearly flawless interpersonal communication skills. It was a bank teller position. I really wanted that job. Wait.
So you're saying you don't have nearly flawless interpersonal communication skills?
Well, I mean, at that time, I didn't have.
All right. So at that time didn't have nearly flawless interpersonal communication skills, but at this point, you definitely do.
This is our worst podcast yet. This is just us laughing for 10 minutes.
Oh my gosh. Why did I do my hair?
But guess what, guys? Guess what? Eric Ebron is the number 2 overall tight end.
Which position is he? Which position is
Clay,
he?
mute me.
You know, you guys are lucky, actually. Google, I asked it to make a slideshow of pictures of Bradley from all the photos I have of him. So I did not curate this. Let's just see what Google has to say about Bradley. But Bradley, next question. How many cutoff jeans and wife beaters are still in your closet?
I have no more cutoff jeans. Oh man, how many wife beaters do I have? 3 maybe?
Clay.
2.
Some boring pictures. Look at this.
No, yeah, that's the one. We have. Can you go back to that and show us a close up of that outfit? There's got to be another picture with that outfit.
Google's in control here. Next question, Bradley. What's the best oatmeal you ever had?
Out of a bag. I would say microwaved.
Nobody's gonna get that joke.
It's not a joke. This is a question. People wonder.
From Marianne's Diner in Champaign, Illinois.
That does sound correct, actually.
2 a.m.
That's good. That's good. Next question. Bradley, have you ever drove to the wrong state? Like you meant to go to one state, but you ended up in a different state?
No.
Clay, first rule of being a lawyer, you got to know the answer before you ask the question.
Did someone do that?
Wait, get to Clay. Yes.
Were you once supposed to show up and play music at a wedding, but you went the wrong way?
I hope this turns into a yes.
I'm not aware of
you
this.
Don't remember this
happening.
All right, I'll get the details. I'll come back to you at some point. I have an good authority that you were supposed to go to Michigan or Wisconsin, one or the other, and you went to the wrong one.
Yeah, I don't have a good memory, but I don't have a memory of that specific thing happening.
But he does have near flawless interpersonal skills.
Nearly flawless. It's an adverb.
It's true. Bradley,
whoa.
Do you have nearly flawless gun handling skills?
I do.
Why are you holding that gun as if it's your penis?
Wait, so many questions.
Next question. Have you ever been punched in the ear by someone double dragon style on the street?
I have been, yeah.
Why? And what did they say?
They didn't. They said, "Can I cuss on here? Can I cuss on this?"
I mean, we're adults.
One curse.
I am a pastor.
They called me a bitch.
What?
And then they ran into the alley.
Why? How could you call this person a bitch? I don't understand. That just
Clay, lock it on your screen, man. Lock it on your screen.
Yeah, they just like ran up next to me and punched me in the ear and then yelled out bitch and then ran into the alley.
I think that was Mo.
It's a gang initiation game that's played called Knockout. I learned later.
No, we don't care. We're bored of that.
Okay.
Next story. What's your favorite fantasy football resource?
Hey, this is about fantasy football.
Fantasy football analytics.
Is it a website?
Yes.
That's what he names his spreadsheets.
Just go do a Google search.
No, there's no way to do that. What was the last thing you watched on Netflix?
James Acaster's stand-up. It's hilarious. If you haven't seen it, you need to.
And the last question actually came from Andy Hendricks. He wants to know if it ever gets exhausting being really good at everything you do.
It does. It does get exhausting. I was just thinking about that tonight.
As you were exhausted.
What's your shirt say in that picture?
I was something like hottie with a body or something. I don't remember.
Fact. It pairs well with that Bible verse on your arm.
That's airbrushed.
All right. Brad List, do you have any questions or answers?
No.
No. All right. Well, that is it for a meandering LOSG rundown.
Wow, that's terrible.
Have a good
this
one.
podcast is